Alright guys, welcome back to another video. It's Mars here. And today we're doing mock draft 18.0 because I have no idea what else to record.
Yeah, absolutely correct.
This is the 100th video.
Yep. Alright, dude. With pick number 1. Oh, he forgot to say.
There's no way you just recorded that.
Yeah, I did. That's the intro. But I'm also here with Abyss. I got it right this time. And
Yes, you did, sir.
a Stable. And they'll both be linked down below in the description. Go follow them.
Dude.
Stable's looking to make up for his last mock draft that he had.
Yeah.
It was literally perfect, dude. I did nothing wrong. And guess, dude, wait till that second pick rolls around.
Alright, pick one.
Generation.
I'm going first, then a Stable, then Abyss. Alright, and we're just going to go in that order. I don't even know who to go for one, dude. It's Travis Hunter or it's a quarterback, bro. Like,
it's Cam Ward. Just pick Cam Ward.
Alright, I got you.
Yeah, literally just pick Cam Ward.
I got you.
Alright,
The Titans have been absolutely sucking him off.
Abdul Carter.
Just
pick it.
No,
To the Browns?
we're not gonna
my
like,
God.
Carter.
talk
No,
about it.
just fucking pick it. Just fucking pick it. No, because last time I did this, I got told that I was on crack. And guess who was fucking right?
Abdul Carter to the Browns, baby! Myles Garrett, Abdul Carter, the most deadliest edge rush duo in the league.
Exactly. See, I can see everything. I know the future.
Number 3, the Giants. You have the deadliest QB room in all of football.
Oh yeah.
So obviously they
Russell
are
Wilson,
passing
Tommy
on
DeVito.
Shador. Obviously we're passing on Shador, and we're taking
Big Geno
Travis
Smith
Hunter.
extension by the
Jameis is gonna throw dimes. They need to pick a generational guy.
I forgot they had Jameis as well.
Yeah, dude. Jameis is fucking prepared for battle.
Alright, dude.
A victory comes from the Lord.
The Patriots, man, do they need everyone? And that's going to be Will Campbell for me because they need offensive line to protect their franchise quarterback, Drake May. So,
Especially after they got Diggs.
exactly.
Big Stephon Diggs signing.
So, I think it's Will Campbell. They could add T-Mac, but I doubt it. So, I think it's Will Campbell. Or Membu.
Right, T-Mac and double.
You want to talk about a team that
receiver.
needs everything? Here comes the Jaguars.
Yeah, a team that needs everything, right?
Released everyone from the roster, and I'm not even going to beat around the bush for this one either. I'm going back-to-back Penn State picks. Give me Tyler
Warren, baby. Let's go. I love that pick.
All right.
We're doing Penn State only mock draft.
Add a stable, by the way. Number 6, the Raiders just gave Geno a crazy contract. It's not crazy,
Big bag,
but way too big for Geno. IMO.
Agreed.
The Raiders, they can go Genty. They could take Mason Graham and pair him up with Max Crosby. They could also take T-Mac. Jacoby Myers, just quite frankly, does not cut it at all. Quite frankly, so I think T-Mac might be the play here.
T-Mac does make a lot of sense here.
T-Mac makes quite a lot of sense if I do say so myself here.
All right, the Jets. Man, the Jets. Where do I start? Who's Justin Fields gonna throw to other than Garrett Wilson?
Yikes, dude.
Yo, who's gonna play defense? Sauce
Malachi
Gardner?
Corley?
You know, I'm gonna make them have the best interior
You're not
defense
taking Mason Graham. My
in
goodness.
the league. I'm joking. It's Membu going to the Jets. They need tackle. They need everyone. They suck.
That's a fine pick. And
You better treat my team great here, Ethan.
I'm certainly gonna try. And by try, I believe there's a need for edge rusher for this team. And if I were the Panthers, I would pick.
I believe there's also a need for secondary, don't you feel, or no? You still think
but
Nico Williams.
I still think it's Michael Williams.
Michael Williams off the board at 8.
Low-key disagree, but I mean,
You could
I'll take it.
address
I'll take it.
secondary.
The Saints at 9.
Is this my pick?
Yes, it is.
Yo, I don't know for whatever reason why it doesn't say the Saints need a quarterback.
Because they
'Cause they
Derek Carr,
very
future
well
Hall of
do.
Famer.
Yo,
I think it's just
What
because like
is-
they have
hold
Derek
on,
Carr.
let's-
They're paying him.
Derek Carr. Hold on, let's see this. What did he do last year? Let's get these numbers correct.
It's not very great. I don't know if you want to look at the numbers.
Because he got injured. No,
Yeah,
injured,
yeah,
right?
he got injured.
He still threw.
They had, they had
he
Spencer
threw for
Rattler come
2,000. You could see the Saints go the route of quarterback. I don't know though, because they could just have all their beliefs in Derek Carr, which is just absolutely wild. But who's on their defensive line anymore? Is it just Cam Jordan that's left there?
I think so.
I think you go Mason Graham here for
No,
the Saints,
Chase
right?
Young.
Oh yeah, Chase Young
Chase Young.
resigned. That's right.
Yeah, but he's another edge guy.
Yeah, I think they do need interior.
I think I think
mean,
you
they
go
have,
Mason Graham here if
they
you're the
got
Saints.
Brian
If you're
Brees.
not,
They have, like, Yeah, I was just about to say they do have like Brian Breesy if they want to develop
Mason
him. but
Graham
Mason
does
Graham
make a lot of
becomes
sense to
good right
them.
away.
I think if Mason Graham
you
falls
could
out
take
the
yeah,
top
or you could
5, it'd be
put
crazy.
you could put Shador here so he doesn't fall crazy low again.
Fuck Shador, bro. I think Mason Graham makes
Yeah,
the most
fuck
sense.
Shador
bro.
Sanders, dude. He's not even that good.
I think Mason Graham's like a top 5 talent, and if he falls to the Saints at 9, they'll be happy to take him.
I totally agree. I totally agree. I like Mason Graham here.
I'm also in agreement with this.
All right.
I think it's Mars
Bears.
is just the Shador Sanders hate channel.
We already know who the Bears. are
The
taking
Bears
here,
at
dude.
10,
Come on.
Genty. No question. No, we're just going.
Do
with-
we have Bears fans here or no?
Yeah, we do. We do.
Okay, 49ers. I love the Niners, and unfortunately they lost Talanoa Hufanga to free agency, and I believe they lost Travarius Ward as well.
That's a couple people.
Did they lose? Yeah, they lost Travarius Ward. So I'm going J.D. Barron,
Not a bad pick.
a guy who can, if you want to, you can move him back at safety. He can play safety, and he's a hell of a corner too.
Little bit of this, little bit of that, kind of like my boys in the rack.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly my thoughts.
Now you have
Who did the Cowboys take?
this team. What do you do at 12 if you're the Cowboys?
Probably traded
You
away
do?
for like a 2nd-round pick because that's their owner.
Straight up.
Straight up. Just the first rounder for their second.
Just
round.
like
For pick 54.
Something like this, you know.
Trade away pick 12 for pick 4. yeah. That's Jerry Jones trade.
So the Cowboys, they could take a guy like Luther Burden here and pair him up with CD. They could also
I could
take.
so see that happening though. Like Burden in a Cowboys uni, it just makes sense.
Just looks right.
It does look right.
Or they go for. See, but even still, does it make sense for the Cowboys to take a running back in this position? Not really.
Not at 12.
No, not at
'Cause
all. And like,
A
Genty's
lot of
not
people
falling
are
to 12.
high on
He's
Amari
not-
Hampton, but I don't think he's like a top 15 guy in this draft. You could get him. Like Cowboys,
Dude.
realistically could
the
trade.
Why are we
Cowboys
even
would be the ones to
considering?
draft him.
Why are we even considering running back here? They have Miles Sanders, guys.
All right, dude.
Yo. What did he do the last couple of years? What did him do?
Nothing.
Nothing.
So
I
I'm a
think
fucking
Edge
fan.
could make
That's what
sense
he
too.
I think if you're the Cowboys here, you go and help your edge out and get Mike Green, or you go Luther Burden and help out CeeDee Lamb.
Well, which one do you want to do?
Give me Luther
Or
Burden.
you say fuck it and straight Jerry Jones it and pick a tackle.
Luther
No,
Burden.
you pick
is-
Omari and Hampton and Jerry Jones.
I got the Dolphins, and I'm gonna make this pick
I'm
simple and
taking
easy.
Luther Burden.
It's Malachi Starks. They lost Javon Holland. He's a giant now. So why not go
Makes
ahead
sense.
and get Malachi Starks arguably the best safety in the draft. So, going with him. I think they could also
Dang, he
go
does
tackle.
to the Colts. It's a very interesting play here.
A team that could
And-
very well need a quarterback.
Could need quarterback. Dude, they got Danny
Very
Dimes.
well should
They're
not
fine.
take Shador Sanders. It's basically Anthony Richardson.
And I'm just gonna see. This is where a Stabled gets his crackhead from. Stay on this tab.
I already know who it's gonna be, bro.
It's Nick Emanmori. This is where the Stabled crackhead's coming out. But watch, this guy
I'm just saying,
is a freak.
with Loveland still on the board,
I was gonna go Loveland until
With
I thought of Nick Emanmori.
Jalen Walker and Campbell
Yeah,
still on
but,
the
like,
board.
I can't just. We're going back-to-back safeties, and you don't have to be a fan of it, but you're gonna sit back and enjoy anyway.
Sure. Who you
That's
got
my
for the
thought.
Falcons there, Justin?
Oh wait, dude, I'm so bad at when it's my pick. The Falcons.
They do need a lot of defense help.
The Falcons, the Bowl, the Super Bowl.
Well, I mean,
Well-
they could go any of these top 3 guys on the board here. They could take Jahad Campbell. They could take Mike Green or
They-
Ron Johnson.
I
All 3
really-
of them would very, very much.
I think he'd be a good fit for the Falcons. Jahad Campbell, he's good.
We're not
You know,
thinking
and he's
like,
from Alabama.
not thinking like Jalen Walker here.
That very well as well.
I'm done influencing.
What do you mean you're done influencing? That's the whole point of this.
Bro played 61
I mean-
times in the slot.
Just like in my
Walk to
opinion,
the corner.
just in my opinion here, Jalen Walker probably would be the pick.
Why do you think Jalen Walker gets taken over Jahad Campbell?
More versatile. He could play in the
Yeah.
box and on the edge.
And slot.
Yeah, and slot evidently.
All right, Jalen Walker
No.
to the Falcons.
He played 4 in the
He
deep.
played deep safety.
Yo, the safety. Jahad Campbell, the safety.
Jalen Walker to the Falcons. It's a good pick. I have the Cardinals. Oh,
You do have the Cardinals.
well,
I-
Will Johnson.
I was gonna say it.
It just makes the most
Okay.
sense.
And we already know the Bengals are never paying Trey Hendrickson. He's not getting a dime from this team. So we're gonna go edge rusher.
Oh,
And-
rusty line, my bad.
I think it's about time this man has come off the board. You might be eyeing up Mike Green here. No, he's a rapist. James Pierce Jr.
Those are some crazy allegations there from the kid.
Look it up. Look it up. Sexually assaulted 2 women on campus. I'm not lying. That's all I gotta say.
All right, Justin, you have to do the Seattle
Seahawks.
Seahawks well for Dylan.
Need offensive line. Dylan preaches this to me
They do
all the time.
Their offensive
Stone
line.
Forsyth just does not cut it.
So
Their offensive
do
line
have
is
to
one
agree.
for the the books for sure.
Now
These are the
you're
2 top
you're taking Kelvin Banks or you're taking Josh Simmons.
I don't know because they have Charles Cross at left tackle. Do they want to like?
Kelvin Banks, I thought was one of the guys that could move inside. But
Kelvin
I guess
could-
not.
Kelvin could.
Yeah, they're both just straight tackles. None of them have played interior.
Yeah, honestly, I think Gray Zabel might be the pick.
Josh
That might
Simmons
just
play
be
right tackle.
Gray Zabel just might actually be the only pick here. He could play guard. He could play right tackle. Play left tackle.
Josh
Fuck, he's crazy.
Connerly, he's also just a tackle. Booker,
I see
think
that we're like
Booker might
Tyler-
have a chance to go into the end of the first round because people are gonna reach for the best
guards.
actual guard.
But I think
So do you guys think it's Booker?
Zabel probably because like he's versatile and good. He's good as shit.
I mean, yeah, he's
Like, this
played
guy has
right
played
tackle,
snaps at
center,
center, right tackle, right
guard.
guard, left tackle. He's played on every
North
single
Dakota State. How many players are in the league from North Dakota
Christian
State?
Watson's from there. Christian Watson, big Packer guy. Though I hate
This
that
guy
man.
has played everywhere. Not many snaps everywhere.
If they're not feeling that, I could also see an edge rusher or even receiver.
But like Gray Zabel gave up only 4
Receiver
sacks
could be
his
big because
entire
they could,
career.
dude. They could have Cooper Kupp be his mentor, dude.
Yeah.
Imagine Egbuka to the Seahawks. Sam Darnold needs all the help he can get.
Yeah, but like JSN's there too, so would they really
Yeah.
feel?
Probably not.
We going Gray Zabel?
Not my pick.
Give me Gray Zabel.
Gray Zabel.
I
The
like it.
Buccaneers. I'm gonna get this
I
one
know
out of
you
the
do,
way
it's just
quick.
judgment.
It's Jihad.
Yeah, it's Jihad. I think it could be an edge rusher, but like, it just makes sense.
Okay, the Broncos. Could be a lot of things. This really could be a lot of things. Give me Egbuka.
That makes sense.
Egbuka to the Broncos.
I was gonna go Loveland. I was really tempted to go Loveland.
The Pittsburgh Steelers. Are they going to draft Shador Sanders? Or is Aaron Rodgers going to pull the "it's not in my contract to teach the rook, but maybe he can learn a few things"?
Yo, imagine they pick like Jalen Milrow over Shador, and Shador just falls.
Shador stay falling.
They're like, oh yeah, we like Jalen Milrow's upside more than Shador, so we took
Dude,
him.
it's gonna be draft night, and we're gonna see Shador go at number 2, and these mock drafts are gonna look real stupid. But now they won't because I said that.
The Panthers. The Steelers select Jackson Dart.
Quinn Ewers.
Deadass though, do you think the Steelers? Do you think the Steelers take QB?
I think if Shador falls to them, they probably would.
Yeah, I think if Shador's here, then I think
Yeah.
he'd probably be the pick.
Riley
I agree.
Leonard.
Absolute
Is
animal,
is
dude.
not good. Not an yeah, absolute animal.
Pure running back.
DJ
I'd rather have
Ukulele.
Ewers, and he's terrible too.
DJU is awful, dude. You think Riley Leonard's a bad
Shador
quarterback?
Sanders
Watch
will be a
DJU.
Pittsburgh Steeler.
Oh, I had to pick for the
Bang!
Packers. Yuck.
All right, this is an
I already
easy
know who
one.
I'm picking.
This is an easy one. Loveland's a Charger, dude. They need tight end help. They don't have anyone.
I already have my pick
It's
for the
the Titans.
Packers here. I'm gonna go Matthew Golden. They're in search of the wide receiver 1. They need it bad. Matthew Golden can be that guy.
I think they could also go corner.
Yeah. I could also find myself naked in a room with 3 goth women, but that's not gonna happen.
All right, Vikings.
All right.
Uh,
All right. So the Vikings, you could see take a guy like Omarion Hampton
yep.
to play with Aaron Jones in his last few years. They
Let's
could
see,
also take a guy.
like Kenneth Grant.
Why did I want to call Aaron Jones AJ Green? Is there a reason behind that? His initials are AJ, and he played for a green team. I deduced it. Don't worry about it, guys.
Jack Beck, bro. Why is
Jack
this-
Beck. Yep, that's the pick here for sure. I completely agree.
No, bro.
Yep.
Just looking at him.
Honestly,
I'm personally a fan of Daquan Felton here. Julian Fleming. Bang! Give me Fleming.
I think if
Yeah,
you
keep
are,
scrolling.
I think if you are the Vikings,
He's
I
not
think
here.
you take.
Bottom of page 1, Michael.
Oh.
Right above Bo Collins. Are you taking?
I think if you're the Viking, you guys are too worried about Julian Fleming, dude. Nobody cares about this guy but us. No one knows who this guy is but us. I'm sure this is the first. If anybody's watching this video, this is the first they're hearing about Julian Fleming. I promise.
Dude, he is the #1 recruit in his recruiting class.
Anyways, if you're the Minnesota Vikings, you take Omarion Hampton out of North Carolina to play behind your star running back, Aaron Jones.
I agree.
That's a good pick.
It's a great
Good
pick.
pick.
Texans. I mean, do I have to say anything?
Fair enough. You do not.
they need offensive line, dude. Like, bad. CJ Stroud got murdered last year.
And they just gave up Larry Tunzel.
Yeah.
Rams. I mean, do I even have to say anything?
God, dude.
We already know who's the pick. I'm a big fan of him.
Bro.
Give me Harold Fannin Jr.
Oh my god.
Dude, who are we doing, bro?
Guarantee. All
you know
pro.
what the Ravens need? The Ravens
pro
need
immediately.
a secondary player.
Like Benjamin Morrison.
Who are the good corners that are even left? Would any corner
Emo,
Savon
Savon
Revel,
Revel.
Trey Amos might go. Harrison is only good because he ran the fastest 40.
BMO. Benjamin Morrison.
Yeah, BMO's good. He had an injury though, right?
Yeah, he injured his hip.
They could go edge here. Like, they could grab... You know, I feel like the Ravens love being controversial. The Ravens select Mike Green.
Yeah, yeah. I was just about to say.
The Ravens don't give a fuck about that. Yo, they took Deontay Johnson, traded for him, and then didn't even play him. Cut him, and then signed him back.
That did happen.
Oh shit, the Lions lost their offensive coordinator, lost their defensive coordinator.
To the Bears! Well, then let's DC to the Bears.
You could go receiver for them, but I don't think there's anyone here to really go for. I'm going edge because of Aiden Hutchinson's leg actually snapping into like 6 pieces. The question is, which one
Disgusting.
is Nick Scorton or Shamar Stewart the better
Scorton.
choice here, Ethan?
Donovan is a rookie.
Is he that good?
He's a dog. Absolute animal. Has lion written all over him, if you ask me.
Alright, we'll go with it.
There you go.
Commanders, what do you got, Ethan?
Ooh, Commanders. Lost Jonathan Allen, Kenneth Grant, dude. I don't even have to think anymore.
Alright.
Pretty simple picks here from a stable. Pretty straightforward. Try not to get called a crackhead again.
Yeah, I'm pre-gaming here. I don't know, that Harold Fannin pick might raise some eyebrows.
Just some eyebrows.
They didn't go through Bowling Green rebuild on College Football 25 like I did.
All right, well, the Buffalo Bills are going to select Nick Scorton out of Texas A&M.
Ugh.
You don't like that?
If you ask
Apparently
me,
not.
what
do you think? What do you think?
These Texas A&M kids, busts, both of them.
Busts, both of them.
Bust.
I like Nick Scorton.
I like him too, so.
Yeah, well, he's alright because he's gonna have 2 sacks in his career and then die.
And the Chiefs are smiling ear to ear.
And you know
'cause
what?
Kelvin
You know what,
Banks
Ethan?
fell
If you're
to-
right, I'll eat my words. But for now, Nick Scorton is going to be on the Bills. Greg Rousseau.
Alright, and the Eagles. This is the last pick of the draft, so I can dick around here. We're gonna go Julian Fleming.
Super Bowl champs, the Philadelphia Eagles.
Nah,
Go
who am I
Birds.
picking here? Who am I picking here? I think like
You know who's still on the board? And Savon Revel,
Who?
dude.
oh
Bebo
yeah, they suck. No one
don't
cares.
suck, bro.
Who like? Give them Jalen Milrow, dude. Like, who do you even pick here? Actually, what do the Eagles need?
According to PFF.
They don't need a wide receiver. Their offensive line is great. Their defense is great. Sure, we'll go edge rusher. Shamar Stewart has Eagle written all over him.
Bang!
It's okay. He's gonna be a bust.
He's gonna bust in your mouth.
Is it gonna load?
No, he's gonna bust in the Eagles fans'
All right,
faces.
bro.
when
Cam
they get
Ward,
hyped
Abdul
up.
Carter, Travis Hunter, Will Campbell, Tyler Ward, T-Mac, Membu, Williams, Graham, Genty, Barron, Burden, Starks, however you say that last name, Walker, Johnson, Pierce, Zabel, Campbell, Igbuka, Sanders, Loveland, Golden, Hampton, Simmons, Fannin. Weird pick right there. Weird. Mike Green, Donovan, Grant, Scorton, Banks, and Shamar Stewart. Go subscribe.
I just want to point something out. Ethan picked Harold Fannin Jr. at 26, and I got flamed by Ethan for picking Nick Scorton at 30 by the Bills. I just want to point that out.
Because Nick Scorton's awful player.
Have a good one.
Guy has no college production. He's just all measurements. That's all it is.
All right, go subscribe to those two. It's down below, and subscribe. Definitely subscribe. Get me to 5K. I'm like 500 subscribers away. Get me to 5K. See you guys in the next video. Peace.